I'd like to subscribe to all that. You know what time it is. It's Netflix time. This movie's called Don't Kill Me. Just came out, it's an hour and a half long. Spoiler alert, let's just get it. It's actually a Warner Brothers film. These motherfuckers still existing? Well, apparently so. He read with this girl named Mirta. Now look at the area they're driving in, right? I'm gonna tell you why that's important. Because our friend Robin is driving to the seat with his eyes closed. She's gotta direct him where to go. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I don't advise anybody to do this. As a matter of fact, what in all of the fuck is wrong with this nigga? It gets to a point they almost crash into a damn tractor. But he ends up swerving out the way just in time. Just look at that face. This guy's crazy. So anyway, they get to this random construction site. He wants to be with her forever and all this stuff. But she wants to try this drug he's been taking. The thing is, if she does it, she wants both of them to do it one time only, that's it. So they take this liquid drop they gotta put in their eye. And if you notice, their eyes are turning pitch black. What kind of hallucinogenic LSD PCP shit is this? Apparently whatever happened to them wasn't worth it because they both ended up dead as shit. So wait a minute, this movie can't go on. You kill off the stars in the first 5 minutes. Mirta's parents are over there grieving. He knows they should have never let their daughter chill with Robin and all that other stuff. Then we see all the graves and the burials. Because you know, some people are not buried in the ground, they're actually buried in the walls. Tradition and whatnot. All of a sudden out the fucking blue, Mirta wakes up and she's fucking alive. So even if this is possible, how the fuck did she bust through cement in a confined space? Well, anyway, she looks at the tombstone next door and finds out it is Robin. And she's devastated, like, damn it, you weren't supposed to die, man. Probably thinking to herself, how the fuck did I come back to life? So at this point, she starts wandering around the woods. Then we get a flashback with this dude named Argo. He sells drugs. Mirta and her friend Nikki back then ain't had nothing to do with this stuff. They ain't fucking with Argo, they like, go about your business. But Mirta happened to look at the back of the truck, and that was when she first laid eyes on Robin. So they ended up going to this club. Nikki was getting tired of shit already, she was already about to bounce. But as soon as she left, Mirta ran right into Robin. They started dancing, they felt the magic. Next thing you knew, they were a couple. Back in real time, Mirta went to go back to her regular house. She tried to eat something but ended up throwing it up. She looked in the bedroom and noticed that her parents are still asleep. She goes back into her own room and starts reminiscing. Next thing you know, mom wakes up and actually sees her daughter real life in the flesh. But when she touched her, she felt ridiculously cold. But as soon as Pops woke up, Mirta dips off. Next thing we know, she's back in the woods. Next thing you know, you got a whole search team looking for her. Now I'm thinking to myself, her parents didn't even know she was still alive, so nobody could have called the cops, right? Let's just say somebody passed by the cemetery, right? Let's just say it was desecrated. You thinking to yourself, somebody probably stole the body. But this so-called task force was calling her name, indicating that they think she's still alive. So if we know anything in movies, police are not gonna believe that zombie shit. So who are these people that are hunting her down? Just wanted to put that out there, but trust me, I'll get to it in a minute. Guy talking about, Mirta, we're not gonna hurt you, we're here to protect you. But you got a whole fucking task force with guns trying to bring her down, right? Okay. So Mirta escapes, she ends up going back to the cemetery, and she finds this letter saying that Benedante wishes you a peaceful transit. What the fuck does that mean? Even more importantly, why is her fingers turning colors? She gets to another spot, she starts having stomach pains. The trippiest part is when she removes her fingernail, doesn't even feel it. Like, ugh. I ain't showing that shit, that's disgusting. But then when she looks in the mirror, she sees her eyes are completely black in the mirror. But that's not what we're seeing. Again, what in all of the fuck? What exactly is she? So I'm guessing to get some answers, she ends up going back to this club. Some dude's trying to talk to her. You always gotta have that macho over-the-top dude that likes to prey on innocent young girls, right? But he does somewhat start up a decent conversation. While she's walking around, she saw Argo, and she ends up going back to the dude. So while mom's spazzing about seeing her daughter again, they end up getting a knock at the door. So who's at the door? This guy named Luca. So he tells him he's part of the Benedante, and the mission is to protect people. Then he tells him that his daughter's still alive and that he needs to find her. Or better yet, she'll come to you. But of course, he's not gonna believe none of this. He's like, hey man, get the fuck out of my house. Meanwhile, back to Mirta with this other dude, and she took him over to the construction spot. He tried to give her some coke, some extra money, and his hands got a little bit too grabby. Do we think she's about to give in? Like, oh no, look at her eyes, they're turning black again. And she ended up snacking on his neck. Just like vampires do, right? That guy's done deal dead as shit. Next we see her just chilling floating in the water. Now through my experiences of zombie movies and shows, zombies don't like water. They can't move around in that shit. So I'm asking the question once again, what is she? Then we get this flashback of Mirta and Robin. Teen love kissing, oh, it's so sweet. Then we find out she's at this diner, she's listening to the news about obviously the guy she killed, who happened to be married and had 2 kids. Should have been messing with the youngins anyway. So they said a year ago, Paulo was some guy that died in that same spot. Why that's important, I'll tell you later. Later on, she tried to call her dad, but she didn't say anything. I guess she couldn't hit him with the shock that she's really alive, but not really. Later on, she ends up going back to her apartment, the one that her and Robin shared. Who was that watching her going in? Who making phone calls? She gets a spare change of clothes, then she reflects on the couch. Is this the couch where all the magic happens? In the flashback, it is. Cause she was definitely getting the business all over this couch. I'm not gonna lie, this scene wasn't ridiculously long, but it was long enough. Like, yeah, we got the point. As she's laying there reflecting, all of a sudden, Pops comes to the house, but who is this lady? Apparently, he just wanted to come by and get the rest of her things. Pops started spazzing out at first, but Sasha was calming him down and she was trying to give her the business right then and there. I know she's like, who is this lady touching all over my Pops? You already know what time it is. So she wanders around the apartment after a while, goes in the kitchen searching for stuff, doing all that. Oh no, is that in the background? You can see it. You see her? It's time for you to get dealt with. Pops comes to the room, he's like, what is all this commotion? And this is how you see your daughter still alive all this time? And your random shorty got done deal dead as shit. She got that look on her face, oh no. But before dad could do anything, all of a sudden this motherfucker comes out shooting out of nowhere. Just shooting her, but she ain't dying. Then another dude comes out of nowhere shooting dad done deal dead as shit. What the hell you shoot dad for? He wasn't no threat. Somehow she ends up escaping, jumping out of a window, but you still got other shooters shooting at her. Then this chick on a motorcycle comes by and rescues her. So apparently her name is Harriet, and she's got the same kind of powers Mirta does. They're technically called the Overdead. So as she was getting the bullets out of her back, they explained it to us. So the thing is, they have to eat or they'll start to decay. That's not decaying right there. Those are the bullet wounds in her back that she got out. So she tells her there's certain parts they gotta eat so that more Overdead can make a meal out of a person. Yeah, that's right. They ain't the only ones. I don't know. It sounds like some zombie shit to me. The only real difference is they get to keep their sanity, they get powerful, and they only turn into zombie-like creatures when they're hungry. There's a lot of rules to the zombie shit. Come on, I've watched The Walking Dead, All of Us Are Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Army of the Dead, that's still on Netflix. You got superpowered zombies. You know, now I think about it, The Walking Dead ain't shit compared to the rest of these zombie spots. Train to Busan. Walking Dead zombies are lazy as shit, but anyway, before I get off track. So basically the two of them are trying to get out of town. Mirta's already being chased by a bunch of these niggas, but she says she ain't going nowhere until she finds Robin. But she tells her, look, if Robin didn't wake up when you woke up, 9 times out of 10 he's probably dead. But she don't believe that shit, so Mirta dipped out the car. But when she goes back over to the gravesite, she finds Argo grieving over her and Robin. And then he sees her face to face. He didn't even believe it. He thinks he's acid tripping. So they end up going back to his house smoking and whatnot. And he ain't scared of her. Matter of fact, he wants her bad in the worst way. Down the blue, they get the kissing. But then she tries to back him off because she's scared she gonna turn into the other side of her again. And that's exactly what ends up happening. But this motherfucker thinks he's gonna come back from the dead too. So he ends up slitting his own damn throat. What another the fuck? So because he died instantly, she can't really feed off him. And she ends up turning back into herself. Crying after losing another friend. But while her homegirl's looking for Mirta, she runs into a trap, ends up getting kidnapped by Luca, who we find out is the leader of the Benedate. Meanwhile, Mirta's so pissed off, she goes to the gravesite to dig Robin back up. But to her surprise, he's not even in there. So where is he? And then this crazy man comes through and shocks her. Next thing you know, she kidnapped. Luca tells us the Benedate is like an organization all over the world. They got a bunch of people that hunt down these overdeads. Before they used to hunt down witches or something like that. But that's his main goal in life. They're not sponsored by the cops, CIA, anything like that. They're just their own group. So if these overdeads don't get any meat, they just rot out and die. So Mirta's welcoming death right now, but Luca's like, nah. Because the whole reason they captured her, because a certain somebody's been working with the Benedate. Turns out it was fucking Robin the whole time. So wait, did he know all this was gonna happen? Or these guys smuggling the drugs he was using? What's the deal? So basically he takes her to one of the rooms in the hallway and ended up giving her the business once again. So remember I told you last year a dude by the name of Pablo died? Turns out that was Robin's best friend. And he had to eat his best friend. So he bit on that shit. So basically he knew she wasn't gonna die and also turned her into an overdead. I guess that's what the drugs do. Man, that shit is crazy. Yeah, so the drug made her into an overdead, but she didn't want that. Then she's thinking about her friend Heather that she left, and we found out she's being tortured by Luca. Mirta kept hearing noises, so she snuck out the room while Robin was asleep. Finds Luca and gives him to death. Well, apparently. Or just punched him in his face. Damn, they had her for a while. She's all fucked up. She needs to eat. She needs sustenance. Then as they leave her through the basement, they get ambushed. Thinking about how much she's pissed off at Robin, she ends up giving everybody the business. More coming on their way. Man, y'all don't want the smoke. Look at this nigga backing up. And they about to get their candy asses whipped. Just like that. Get the hell out of here. Bottom line, she left bodies laying. So as they're about to get in a getaway car, Robin tries to stop her. But Robin can't stop Mirta. She tosses him out the way, they get the fuck out of here. Next thing you know, they ended up in London. So what they gonna do? They gonna terrorize niggas in London? I thought it was werewolves in London, not vampires or overdeads. The UK ain't safe. Ain't nobody safe. So we could concur that we got zombies and overdeads and all that type of stuff. Don't Kill Me on Netflix. Check it out. Like, click, subscribe, do all that. You already know what time it is. So these are the easy bits. Big. You got them slow.